Salamun. We are going to start lecture 161. The title of this lecture, Why Muslims Doom in Darkness and Poverty. It's a Quranic analysis. Why we are in this situation now. Why we are in the humiliating stage. Why 57 Islamic countries living in a worse kind of poverty. So this is the subject of this lecture today. So here are the primary reasons why 57 Muslim countries, major Muslim countries remain trapped in darkness and extreme poverty. Everywhere. Except these 3-4 oil producing countries. So the following the reason. Number one, abandonment of Quranic principle. First reason. If we are a Muslim, then we love the Quran. So this is one of the major reasons, The transformative, justice-orientated framework of the Quran, Quranic economy has been replaced by the ritualism, like 2.5% zakat. Mainly, economy is a basic thing, which is the backbone of any nation. So we convert this 2.5% zakat, which is not mentioned in the Quran, and it is a supreme kind of capitalism. And this zakat not go to the people. It go to all the religious leaders in their madrasas, in their mosques. So this is a bully tax, a religious tax, Donation, sadaqat, inherited traditions, and non-Quranic doctrines that suppresses reason, accountability, and reform. This is the one reason. That economically we give the decree that 2.5% putting the name of Muhammad, and Muhammad was not, there was no any Muhammad. So this is the one reason. The second reason, believing and worshipping of Allah. This believing and worshipping of Allah ideology we have taken from the Jew. They left it, but we keep it. This has destroyed us. The prevailing beliefs centered solely on ritual worship of Allah instead of lawgiver laws, which is everywhere in the universe. Instead of researching them, instead of pondering upon them, we are worshipping them. Another thing which destroys the Muslim badly, believing in life after death. This done unparalleled loss because everything will happen life after death. This life is just like a bad place. It's just like a dog, but Sufism is saying. Paradise, you have been given the, utopia, and hell have rendered many Muslims mentally submissive, passive, and socially enslaved, detached from present world responsibility and reform. So all the Muslim, almost all the Muslim, they become the, Sufi. They don't want to do anything. Work is haram for them. They can make wild dance. This This earth is not a living place. The real life after death. This is their saying. This is the second reason. Then the third, injustice toward the woman. This is another tragedy of our society. Women across Muslim majority countries have been systematically insulted and suppressed through the wrong translation of the Quran, Quranic verses such as haram of 4 wives, 4 marriages. You open your haram with them. Half inheritance for daughters, and the claim that 2 female witnesses equal 1 male. It means God has done, Allah has done, their Allah has done the discrimination based on the gender. This is not acceptable in the Quran. This is another reason. Financial hypocrisy. Ironically, most mosque management committees take loans from Western banks in Canada, in America, in USA, including Canadian bank, to build mosques, turning religion into a luxurious and profitable business. All the mosques are their business, They are all parasites sitting in there. Nobody can ask them what the hell they are doing. Restriction on capital accumulation and commercial lending have severely hindered societal development. They can take then a loan or the mortgage from the bank, paying the interest, but they declare it is prohibited for the common person. Look, it's a very good thing. A bank gives the loan for the business, for the house, 2%, 3%, it's a good capitalism. But if it is a 5, and in Saudi Arabia, they are charging 15% interest, Islamic banking. When I was over there, 12 to 15% they were taking Islamic banking. So this is another reason. And they declare it is a haram. It's a prohibited. Quran does not prohibited or declared haram this interest. Quran declared that the profit margin, the more profit on the communities or extra profit or 2, 3, 4, 5 times profit, that is a prohibited. Because it affects the, rising in the price or the price rising adversely affects the poor person, common person. Then wastage of natural resources and wealth on the eve of Hajj and Umrah. $12 billion this year. It was wasted over there. It is only Hajj cost I am giving. Whatever the money went to Saudi Arabia or transferred to Saudi Arabia. It is not, I am not including, the skin, animal skin or hides or water they are selling. So billions of dollars are diverted toward non-Quranic ritual, ceremonial practices like sacrificial lamb, Hajj, Umrah, month of fasting, building mosque, religious madrasa, school, religious institution in Canada, in America, and in Europe. There are a lot of institutes. And they are making money. They are not discussing Quran. There is no research on the Quran. Check. While education, research, healthcare, and productive industries remain unfounded. Why they are not that? $12 billion is not a small amount only for Hajj. It is transferring to Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia is royalty. Royal. There is no concept of royalty in Islam, in the Quran. Then, political and religious oligarchies. Inhuman, illiterate, and semi-literal rulers, our all, there is no leadership in the 57 countries who are educated or who have the sighting. Corrupt political elites, all over, you can see any country, they are corrupt elites. And religious authorities maintain power by promoting fear-based politics and beliefs for surpassing public awareness and accountability. There is no accountability for any ruler or religious person or political. They use military force. In Saudi Arabia, 7 types of police, 6 or 7 types, intelligence, to protect the royal family. They use military force and intelligence agency to repress the basic freedom and rights of the other people. Then, technological and scientific isolation. Historical resistance to knowledge, dissemination, and technological adoption has continued into the modern era, leaving Muslim majority countries dependent on foreign invention and expertise. The moon sighting in Pakistan, these mullahs, you see their faces, their addresses. Moon sighting cost 400,000 rupees. And 5-star hotels, there is a banquet, dinner. And they are using for moon sighting German telescope. Then they say, Alhamdulillah. Look, what is this pathetic nation? They don't know the meaning of Alhamdulillah. If they know the meaning of Alhamdulillah, they will not say Alhamdulillah. They will say shame to us because we are sighting the moon and we are using the telescope which they call infidel, non-believer. Dependence and neo-colonial control. Many Muslim majority nations remain politically, militarily, and economically dependent on global powers. They ideologically oppose, reinforcing structure, weakness, and dependence. Tell me which country is dependent? Not a single. Low global economic contribution. Despite representing roughly 25% of the world population, Muslim majority countries contribute only a small fraction of global non-resources based GDP. It's almost 4%, I have seen one figure. We are contributing now 4% GDP of the entire world, reflecting systematic underdevelopment. No industry, no agriculture. A religious dominance in education. Education system prioritizes theologically instruction at the expense of science, technology, critical thinking, and innovation, resulting in a severe shortage of scientists, engineers, and skilled professions. You are producing, there are 70,000 madrasa in Pakistan. You are producing every year thousands of these mullahs. Their religious imam. And every sect has their own madrasa, Deoband, Sunni, Shia. So how we can develop ourselves? They don't understand the Quran. They don't understand the single word of the Quran. Yes, they memorize hadith, fiqh. Banning of printing press. When Europe was advancing through the printing press, the Ottoman Empire banned it, severely restricting literacy. Knowledge dissemination and technological advancement while Europe flourished intellectually and economically. And still we are in the same situation. Arab Muslim population slavery. A Muslim population, approximately 450 million Arabs, is living under the political and economical hegemony of around 7 million Jews. Highlighting severe geopolitical imbalance. Just imagine. 7 million. They are controlling 450 million. Then they say, oh, we are a believer. Not a single Quranic research center around the globe. Muslim countries possess millions of mosques dedicated to ritual worship, yet not a single of global influential Quranic research institution dedicated to education, science, or societal reform. Absence of Quranic research institution. So this is the situation. This is the problem. There are many, but I have summarized it over here. And what Quran says about this 2.7 billion Muslims. Look, verse 8:22. The Quran uses the term Sharrul Dawab, the worst kind of irrational creature. The Quran is saying us that we are the worst kind of irrational creature. We don't use our mind to describe such people in this planet. Inna sharrul dawab indallahu al-summun al-bukmun allazina la yaqilun. Indeed, the worst irrational elements of society in the sight of Allah's law are those whose sensory faculties have been closed. They are deaf and blind. So we are all deaf. Because we have 2.5 million mosques. We have enough mosques to make us deaf and dumb. Because they are doing this job. Then, furthermore, the Quran says they are the ones who do not use their innate wisdom. This wisdom is a gift of Allah to us. We are not using it. And among them are the original leadership, the Ummiyin. All of our leadership are illiterate. Illiterate in the knowledge of the Quran. According to the Quran, our priesthood, our political leader, our ruler, they are all immune. They are illiterate. who do not truly understand the book, la ya'lamul kitab. Why they should understand? They're offering 5 templates, enough for them. Indeed, they stand mainly on assumption, wavering between certainty and doubt. Zan. We have million type of zan. Assumption. They have nothing in their mind about any certainty. So this is the Quran saying about us. Where we are. I have brought two verses to prove what we are. Then Quran suggests. What suggests? Then in verse 34-46, the Quran advises the 2.6 billion Muslims likened to a wandering herd of sheep. We are all wandering. We want China, America, India, and there is no talking about us, what we are. Like a wandering animal, a camel in the desert. We are like that. The Quran said to think both individually and collectively. Stand. Make meeting. Make this all the mosques as a research center. Discuss why we are 1, 2, 3, 4. Collectively and individually start thinking. Collectively about how to emerge from the present state of confusion, stagnation and darkness. This Quran is saying. But you listen khutbah, you listen khutbah nikah, khutbah Jummah, khutbah Eid. You don't want to discuss this. What a pathetic relation. Qul innama azzakum biwadatun an taqumu lillahi masna wa faradi summa tatafakkaru ma sabakum min jannat inna huwa illa nazirul hakim bayna yaday azabun shadid. Make an announcement. Declare, indeed I advise you or give you the education of one unique matter. What is that matter? That you stand up without confusion, clear all this mess for the establishment of Allah's law. Innama azzakum antakum lillahi. Revolt against the system you have now. Stand up. Stand up against the prayer, Hajj, Umrah, Shrine. Get it from these all viruses here. So Quran says, whether in pairs or parties or groups, must. Or individually, wafarad. Think. Then reflect or contemplate. Summa tatafakkaru. Why this disaster? All our leaders, they are responsible. Our religion is responsible. Tatafakkaru, contemplate. That your companion or buddy, this book, ma sahabakum, your book. Look, the Quran does not make sahab any personality, any leader. Your sahabakum, ma sahabakum, your book. And the book is the best friend you know, which is free from insanity and provides you a fresh and blossom society. I could not find in Quran any negative virtue. But if you go their translation, contemporary or classical, it's full of insanity. You cannot understand the Quran. It is nothing except a warner for you. This book is not a dictator book. not a reality book. It is your warning. Warning. If you will do this, it will happen. Concerning the burning hell of intense grief, sorrow and rage in which you are living, or which lies before you. Inna huwa Allah Allah nazirakum lakum baina yaydi azabun. Look, we are living in the azabun shadid. And we have created. Allah does not create anything. He does not create this azab. We have created it. It's an agreeable pain, intense pain. Azab shadid. Because we are responsible, we are not thinking. This is a problem. If you take the loan from the bank on high rate of mortgage, it is azabun shadid for you. It is agreeable azab for you. On any decision you are making. It is your responsibility. That is why I am using the word agreeable. Sorrow, grief, intense, burning rage. It is because if I make the wrong decision, I am responsible. If I put my hand into the fire, I will suffer. So this is the Quran giving you the solution, how we can solve this problem. And then, قُلْ مَا سَأَلَتَكُمْ مِنْ أَجْرٍ فَهُوَ لَكُمْ إِنَّا أَجْرِي إِلَى لِلَّهِ وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ شَهِيدٌ. Look, the Quran wiped out all these donation, about this zakat, about the charity, about the fatrana, about the sadaqat. Look this verse. Say, I do not ask any reward in the form of non-profitable or charity or zakat, fatrana. All these messengers, they were working, and all our religious leaders, they are not working. They are making the money from preaching, from issuing the fatwa, from the donation of the mosque. From them, I'm not asking. It's the insult of, asking the donation. It's the insult of the human personality. The person who's asking, he is a parasite. He wants to devour your money. My reward is only upon Allah's law. When the result will be better, the community will become prosperous. This is my reward. I will also become prosperous with them. And He is the one who witnessed over all affairs. And whatever you are doing, He is watching you. Look what the present religious parasite people of different standards, how they are making the money, how they are devouring the property and the possession of other people. Allah is not seeing it. They know it. How we are accumulating the wealth. So this is the Quran, clear all this donation, zakat, nothing. And then in verse 2-3, the Quran provides an excellent solution to restore Muslims to their pivotal position. If they want to become the respectable people in this world, the Quran suggests you 2-3. It presents this solution through the first pillar of Islam. This is the first pillar of Islam, to work with natural resources and resources of wealth and to recirculate the economy swiftly. Recirculate the how they can become this religious or political or ruler, become the wealthy people. When the Quran is saying, recirculate this. Restoring prosperity and stability not merely for themselves, but for other impoverished nations across the globe whose very backbone has been broken, by poverty caused by the economic servitude and exploitation. 75% Muslim population, their backbone has been broken because of the poverty. This is the third verse of Surah Baqarah. Allazina yu'minuna bil ghayb wa yuqimuna as-salata wa mimma razaqnahum yunfiqun. Look at the solution. Those who actively strive to attain a state of peace, and peace, how peace will come? When your economy is stable. Trust and security. It will come when business are flowing up, when there is a circulation or the balance of or the distribution of the wealth. In outcome, they are not yet fully visible or immediately perceptible. So they don't know if they circulate the economy, they don't know the future result. Surely they will be prosperous. Pursue this effort through committed adherence to Qur'an principle. As-salah. It is not a 5-time prayer. Look, they are using this translation, Yaqimun as-salat, you recite the salah. Where here is it? It's a third verse. Where is the sajda? Where is the ruku? Where is the tahiyatu? Where is the... Nothing is there. They corrupted the translation of the Quran. They make responsible use of whatever means of sustenance, capacity and knowledge. You should do that. We, the foundation, have entrusted to them rizq. What is the Quranic foundation? Provided them the resources. Don't accommodate this world, but use it. This provision encompasses all natural and material endowments found in creation, including land and subsoil resources, water and atmosphere resources, flora and fauna, genetic and aquatic resources, microorganisms, airspace, rivers, lakes and maritime domains, including territorial seas and continental shelf. So Quran is saying to research on this. Leave this worshipping. It has destroyed you. Start thinking upon these things in the mosque. Look, this earth is full of resources. Use your technology, use your mind, and discover the thing, and then your economy will be better. Then they circulate swiftly, allocate and direct these resources efficiently and purposefully, ensuring that economic activity flows in the right direction, serving social development, strategic stability and collective prosperity rather than holding exploitation or stagnancy. Yunfiqun. Nafak. The tunnel. They also call nafak. Because traffic does not stop. Munafiq. He is always active. Swift in thinking. So this is the reason why we are living in the darkness or the poverty. To think upon this, ponder upon this. Come out from this black room, black hole, confusion. You will be the best nation among the world. Thank you very much.